everybody, welcome back to the Craft Beer Hub. I've got another beer review for you, and it is of this. This is Wild Craft Brewing or Brewery. Wild Craft Brewery. They are based just north of Norwich, and this is their Wild Un-Bongo. Some of you remember Un-Bungo as a kid. It was a horribly sweet, concentrated fruit concentrate chocolate pouch thing. It was absolutely rancid Un-Bungo, but as a kid it was the best thing in the world. So obviously this is a tropical, is it called a mango? It's called a mango New England IPA, that's how they've defined it. It is 5.8%, and yeah, I imagine by calling it Un-Bungo, not Un-Bungo, to avoid all the copyrights, but yeah, calling it Un-Bungo, I think they're going to say it's super tropical. I bought this can, it was around about £3.50. I bought it from the petrol station around, oh no I didn't at all. If any of you know Norwich, there's a weird little village called Coltishall, and there's a petrol station on this triangle. There's a shop next to that. That's where I bought it from anyway. Let's not waste any more time, let's get it into a glass. Here's where I can never open cans because I bite my nails. I have to do this. Boom. No smoke at all on the can opening. Let's get it into the glass. I've just rinsed this glass out. It's dark. It's darker than... The colour worries me straight away, I won't lie. The colour worries me. There we go, let's stand that back up. What have we got then? We've got a hazy amber coloured beer, one finger whitehead. Let's get an aroma. Straight away. I'm getting, has anyone else had the Black Sheep Brewing's Pineapple Milkshake IPA? I've said this a few times on my reviews. It's kind of got that, and I'm not saying this to be childish or anything like that, but if you smell that Pineapple Milkshake IPA, it smells, and I'm being serious, it smells of vomit for me. It smells horrible. It is the most revolting smelling beer. I've done a beer tasting with it back in COVID. I made a beer tasting thing for a group of friends, and everybody said the same. This has got exactly the same thing as that. Sweet mango coulis puree. Bit of coconut in there as well, for me. It smells just like sweeteners. I've had Wild Craft beer before, and it's been really good. That's why I bought this can, and I actually bought another one as well. I've got another one in the fridge, and the early signs are this isn't going to be for me. I think we're just going to have to do it. Cheers, everybody. Right, first thing I'm going to say is the taste is nowhere near as offensive. It's close. I say nowhere near and then I say it's close. The taste isn't as offensive as the aroma, but it's close. There is a bit of that horrible chemical sweetener thing to it that I'm just not a fan of. And there's absolutely nothing to say about this beer other than it's just horrible flavours. There's no malt character at all. The mouth feels okay. It's softer in the mouth than most other beers. Not as soft as maybe a lot of other New Englands, I will say that, because this is defined as a New England IPA. But from start to finish, there's this horrible mango, pineapple, coconut, horrible chemical taste that runs all the way through this beer. is not very nice at all. This just brings on again. And Crummy, I know Crummy, Tom the Crummy Beard, I know he likes his adjunct-based IPAs. But that's just a horror show for me. That is just... I know, the thing is for me, I don't know if a lot of you have drunk Wild Craft Brewing. I know that they produce some cracking beer. Their traditional stuff is insanely good. They've just recently gone into cans, I'll say recently, about 12 months ago, gone into cans with this new interesting wrap and graphics and stuff. And they've obviously really tried to push into the craft beer market. Guys, you're not going to do it with this. And I think it's brand damaging, if I'm honest. For me, I mean... Well, I've just got great memories of Wild Crafts. They do a lovely porter. They do a good stout in a bottle. Their best beer, their best bitter is brilliant. But this is an absolute mess. There's really nothing more to say about this beer. It's soft in the mouth. There's no malt up front. You get that horrible mango, pineapple and coconut chemical coulis puree taste all the way through. And then you kind of get a chemical... bitterness. I say chemical, it's almost like, you know, like sweetener sort of stuff. Sweetener style bitterness going down the throat. I don't think there's one pleasurable thing about this beer. And the mouthfeel. The mouthfeel's pleasurable, it sits nice in the mouth. Fine carbonation. And unfortunately, that kind of artificial fruity thing that runs all the way through kills any of the hops they put in the beer. I'm not getting any real hop character. Weirdly, maybe a bit of dark fruit, bit of berry, right at the back. But I'm hunting, and then it leaves the mouth. It almost, I don't know, it leaves the mouth as if you're just eating really cheap sweets. Those Tesco pick a mix. I don't know. This just is not for me. I'm not going to go too hard into Wild Craft because I know they are brilliant. They're brilliant brewers, brewing some fantastic stuff. But this just isn't one of those things. Let's have a quick look at the can then. Un-Bungo, a tropical hazy pale, packed full of mango. Dry hop with perfection with Azaka, Olicana and Citra. I'm just not getting any real definitive hop character out of it. Because that flavour just dominates. You shouldn't, I don't know. We scour the north countryside for ingredients. Many come from foraging and wild hedgerows, while some come from the public, local growers and suppliers. Who knows, something in here may have come from your Aunt Mavis's allotment up the road. Overall, for me, that's poor. That is really, really poor. I absolutely wouldn't buy any more of this particular beer. I will continue to buy Wild Craft beers because I know they're good, but that's really poor, really, really poor. I had it at a beer festival a little while ago, and I gave it the benefit of the doubt, so I bought a couple of cans. But yeah, it's not good. It's not undrinkable. Think like when Brewdog make. I mean, if we're going to compare it to something that's well known, think when Brewdog start throwing all manner of stuff into their sort of New England IPAs that land on the supermarket shelves. Think along that lines. It's not undrinkable. It's just not a pleasurable experience. It's just not a pleasurable experience. They haven't listed the ingredients as well, which kind of makes you wonder what the hell's in it. They've listed the hops, but I think that's just maybe a bit of a marketing ploy to get the craft beer drinker to buy it. If I'm honest, yeah. Overall, not for me. It's not undrinkable, but equally it's not very nice. I'm going to give it a 1.5 out of 5. I won't be buying another one, put it that way. Thanks very much for watching, guys. get in the comments, tell me what you think about adjuncts in beers. I don't mind them in stouts. I can really put up with them in stouts. I actually quite enjoy them in stouts, but I really do worry when they start throwing adjuncts into pales, New England IPAs and things like that, or IPAs in general, because this is often the result. This isn't the first time we've talked about this. Yeah, it's just not for me. Like and subscribe if you will. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.